Moving on to our top story tonight, helping local street vendors navigate these new regulations. You're watching 8 News Now at 11 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. A Clark County workshop was held tonight just over a week after a Clark County ordinance went into effect requiring vendors to operate legally. This follows a state law that was passed last year. 8
News Now anchor Sasha Loftus joining us now live in the studio with more on the issues some vendors say they want to see resolved.
Denise and Brian, this is the second workshop like this the county has held since that new ordinance passed. Vendors we spoke with say they're glad to have this option, but they still want to see a little more clarity when it comes to these new regulations.
We're kind of afraid daily on what could happen.
Felix Prado speaking on the troubles he's been facing as a street vendor.
It's a little bit more difficult. Sometimes we do get kicked out.
Prado just started his shaved ice business, Frozen Paradise, and he's one of many who attended this event Thursday to ask questions and share frustrations over new street vendor regulations. Last year, Governor Joe Lombardo signed a bill into law creating a path for vendors to operate legally. A Clark County ordinance passed in April, which falls under this. It requires vendors to get a business license, hold a health district permit, obtain liability insurance, and follow other location and operating hour regulations. The county has only seen 15 to 20 inquiries about applications and more than 40 violations since these rules went into effect. So they're hoping workshops like this help clear things up.
I'd like the process to be more streamlined, a little bit easier for us food vendors.
Prado and several others we spoke with say they hope to see more communication.
Say this is the road to taco licensing. It just seems like it's very frustrating.
As they do their best to navigate what they call a whole new world.
Once it gets figured out, it's probably going to be a good thing.
Now, those 41 violations the county reported in the past few weeks, they were classified as written warnings. Anyone found out of compliance can face a $500 fine or jail time. Brian.
Sasha, thank you. Those applying to get licensed can expect to pay about $1,500 to get into compliance, which many vendors called a struggle. Some fees, including the health district license, offer some payment plans. Denise?